Welcome back, everyone, to this 2020 edition of the Cupica AMF Bowling Promotion Cup. We are here at Redbowl in the town of Angers Sud, France. Bruce Hall here, and I'll be your commentator for the international version of these matches. This is the third of 4 matches in our doubles Baker competition, and we're going to be seeing World Team 1 bowling against World Team 2. In the first 2 matches, the French team bowled each of these teams and defeated them both, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. And now, World Team 1 and World Team 2 are facing off for the right to face France in the final, which will be the next match. But here we're going to see Serge Braga, age 47, from France, part of World Team 1, throwing a Brunswick Phantom, and he's going to kick things off. It is a Baker format. So Serge will be bowling frames 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and starts off by cutting through the heart. A little bit too much hook there for Serge, and leaves himself the very interesting 3-4 split, which you don't see very often. A variation on the 3-6-9, 4-7 type of leave, but only leaving the 2. Let's see if he can get to the right of the 3-pin and pick up this split. And unfortunately, no. That's going to be 9 out to start for World Team 1. And now we get our first look at Matthew Magro in this competition, age 18. A tall, lanky young man. And watch this free-flowing swing. Matthew throwing a Storm All-Road. And he's been part of the Malta youth team for the last 4 years. And now, and give me the kick on the 10-pin. Gets the friendly bounce off the 6-pin out of the gutter and kicks out the 10. And looks a little bit late into the pocket, but he gets the carry. So great shot there. And now our first look at Daria Pajak, PWBA star, and looking forward to the PWBA tour coming up here soon. And look at that beautiful form, and look at that release, and how about a messenger back across the lane. So there's 2 friendly 10-pin carries for World Team 2 to kick things off, and they're 2 for 2. And look at that messenger coming screaming across. No doubt about that one. Daria on the 900 global staff, of course, and throwing a 900 volatility. And here's our first look at Cynthia Frendo Duca from Malta, age 29. And throwing that hypercell fused, beautiful shot right through the pocket. And gets the international team 1 on the strike train there. Look at that release right over third arrow. And dead flush in the pocket there for Cynthia. Great shot. And here's Serge up next on this lane, trying to get into the pocket this time. Came up high last time. And he's playing the deep part of the lane. Of course, we're bowling these matches back to back, and so we are on a pattern which is a Kegel neon pattern. You got that one to the right, and beautiful shot right through the pocket there. And World Team 1 back on track here with a double. As I said, it is the neon pattern. That is a 43-foot, 12.9 to 1 pattern, so quite a high ratio, and therefore quite high scoring pattern, 24.76 mils. And you can play straight up the track. You can move in if you have revs and swing it to the dry. But anywhere you play, there's going to be a fair bit of forgiveness here. And give me some kick there. We get a kick 10-pin and then a kick 4-10 for Matthew Magro. Gets it out to the right, a little bit high, comes up, but give him the carry. So that's going to be 3 in a row now for World Team 2. Again, the winner of this match gets the right to face France in the final for the doubles Baker title here. You notice how low Daria starts that push away. Great shot there, dead flush through the pocket. Daria doesn't want to overamp this shot. She wants to get it rolling and roll it right down the oil pattern. And she's right over fourth arrow there. And kaboom, no doubt about that one. All right, so front four for World Team 2. Can Cynthia Duca get World Team 1 back on track and extend their strike string to 3? And pretty good release. Nice knee bend. Unfortunately, doesn't make the corner, and there's a 7-pin for Cynthia. And again, she's right over the third arrow, throwing that hypercell fuse. That's a ball that does like to get down the lane and turn up a little bit harder on the back. And so that time just went a little bit long on her, didn't make the turn at the right time. And here's a 7-pin, which is I was just going to say, the bane of many left-handers, and unfortunately, Cynthia goes by that 7-pin on the right. Very easy to do. As a left-hander, sometimes you get early hook on that right part of the heads, and other times you miss left. I see a lot more lefties miss 7-pins than righties miss 10-pins, to be honest, and I'm not exactly sure why that is. But being left-handed, I can tell you I've been very guilty of that problem, and sometimes in some very inopportune moments. So something that maybe we all need to work on a little more. Here's Serge. Let's see if he can get the French team back on track here. World Team 1, excuse me. And gets it out to the right. It looks like it's out, but it turns through the back. Looks like he got maybe lifted out of that a little bit. Didn't quite get the projection down the lane he was looking for. And turns up for a 3-6-10. Let's see. Gets it over the fourth arrow. You know, that's where the oil is, even though Daria might be a touch inside of that even now. So he's got to really project that ball out there or you're going to get turned. Again, we started with a neon pattern, but like many league shots, you have to chase the oil left as you go, and we've had a few matches already bowled on this pattern without a re-oil, but there's a nice cover on the 3-6-10 by Serge. Now, can the World Team 2 keep this going? We have the front four, and again, the Baker format, as you see, each bowler bowls every other frame, and Daria obviously will finish off for World Team 2. And pretty good shot there by Matthew. No doubt about that one. Right out over the track, a little bit to the right. Caught some of the dry. And let's see where this one goes. Yeah, right in between second and third arrow. He's moved left too a little bit because he's come up high. Last match we saw quite a few 9-pins in various forms, either ones that carried by messengers or ones that didn't. So you're definitely seeing people chase left with their feet. And here's Daria. So Storm very well represented in these matches, you know, especially with her recent acquisition of Global 900. Oh, she did not like that shot. She looks like she lost it at the bottom a little bit. Let's have a look at the replay. And she just kind of shrugged it off when she let it go. Yeah, it looks like she kind of fluffed it out over it a little bit, didn't quite get all she wanted in it. She's starting to loft the ball a little bit, but got the friendly kick on the 10-pin there. I think that's what she was expecting, was either a 10-pin or some other light leave. But she gets it. So here's Cynthia's shot. Beautiful shot there by Cynthia. No doubt about that one. She's wearing that knee brace. She gets a very, very good knee bend there. And I wonder if she's got a little maybe patella tendon pain. Very common source of pain for people with good knee bends. Of course, you can solve that by not having as much knee bend, but then you don't bowl as well. So that's how that goes. Here's Serge. Let's see if he can make the move left with his feet and or pick up the speed to try to keep the ball in the pocket. He seems to have all the swing he wants. He got that one right. Hold on. Oh, that one went through the same leave. I think he made the move. He's just surprised that the ball is hooking this much. And Daria is certainly not helping him. Let's see where this one crosses. And that's right around fourth arrow. He needs at least a 2 or 3 board move left. He's got to probably chase Daria and stay inside of her. And they say, what's the best place to play? Well, it turns out to be a board inside of your opponent or your teammate or whoever it might be that you're bowling with, because that's where the oil's still going to be. So, and another good pickup on the 3-6-10. So very, very wide lead now for World Team 2. It's all but over, honestly, in terms of the competition, except to see if World Team 2 can get themselves the next 6 and show us a 300. And another good shot there. A solid kick on the 10 by Matthew. Wonderful shot there. As we said, Matthew is 4 years on the Malta youth team and now on the adult team. He's the youngest ever in Malta to throw a 300 game. And he holds youth scoring records in 3 and 6 games. Here's Daria. And notice the mask protocol. Everyone in the back wearing their masks. But on the approach, you're allowed to pull it down just to make your shot. And everybody taking advantage of that. Daria got that one right a little bit, and she knew she did, but boy, did it turn up hard. And that's a symptom of using the pattern and thinking about your release. Now, she's got that over fourth arrow, but she's lofting it, so she threw that up and over the first part of the lane to avoid that early hook, which, 1, changes the trajectory of the ball, and 2, burns energy and can leave you corner pins. So loft can be a very effective strategy on patterns that break down. Another good shot there by Cynthia. Will you go? Yes! Give me the tap on the 7 pin. A little bit of a love tap there. And now let's see if Serge can come up with a strike. And she got that a little spinny. She got around the side of that one a little bit, but not a bad shot. And Cynthia really hasn't missed. She hasn't missed the pocket. It's just been about leaving that 1 7-pin, really. And now let's see if Serge can get on track here. I'll make you a bet. He's moved left with his feet. Let's see where he ends up here. Yeah, definitely deeper. And crumbles the bucket, but leaves the 10-pin. So be curious to see where this one crossed. Let's see where we are here. Now that's about 5th arrow, folks. So that's a move left. So that's a big move left, and he caught a lot of oil. It's very fresh there. So maybe halfway, Serge. That's all I can tell you. See how you do here. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too late because we're already in the 9th frame, and this will be Sergei's last frame. And can he clean up the 10-pin? Very good. Good spare shooting there. And here we go. We've got the front 8 for World Team 2. They're 4 strikes away from a perfect 300 game. Here's Matthew. Has to be a little bit nervous at age 19 on TV. Trying to make a good shot here with that Storm All Road. He got through it pretty well. Turn up. Oh, ring 10. Good shot. Oh, he's like, I really thought I had that. And I think Daria did too. And turn it up a little bit. He knew he got it right a little bit. But it wasn't a very bad shot at all. Could easily have carried under the pressure of the situation. So, another wonderful game by this World Team 2. We've seen Daria individually shoot 279. We saw the French team start with the first 9, then leave a 10-pin by Valentine, and they ended up 279. So let's see what Daria can do here in the 10th and put the finishing touches on this match, which will earn them the opportunity to bowl France in the final, which will be our next video. And beautiful shot there. No doubt about that one. She was really happy with that release. Let's watch this one. Watch, you're going to see that loft again. Watch where the ball lands on the lane. It's down around the dots, so she's probably got the first 3 or 4 feet in the air. And she does that to avoid having the ball hook early, saving energy for the back so you don't leave corners, especially when you're playing deep. Really good trick for folks to understand if you want to try to get in and save your energy for the pins. Another good shot. Oh, looked a little bit right, though. She got that a little fast, maybe, but looks like it could have turned up. But anyway, it lays off. We'll see where this one goes. Same fourth arrow. I think she just pushed it a little bit. Didn't quite make the corner. 210. Academic, though. If she makes this, it's 269 for the World Team 2. Instead, it ends up 268. So we've seen two 279s and a 268 in this competition. Some wonderful scoring. And now let's see how Cynthia can close this out. They have a maximum of 196 on World Team 1, and this will end their run here in the Baker competition. And beautiful shot there, dead flush. We call the vortex. Sucking all the pins behind it into the pit. And again, right over 15, maybe 16, and dead flush. Beautiful shot there. And can Cynthia get the next strike here? Cynthia, age 29, from Malta. Coach Mark Spiteri. And holds the ladies' national record for 4 games in Malta at 986. Beautiful swing. Got it left a little bit. Comes back. Mixer for the 10-pin. And a conversion here will give World Team 1 186. That'll be an 82-pin convincing victory for World Team 2. And we'll be back to bring you the final of this doubles Baker competition in our next video. Once again, Bruce Hall signing off. Thanks everyone for watching. Shout out to Bruno Bidone, sponsor of this competition, and we'll be back for the final.